Matt, this might be a question for you. Why are completing these park projects necessary?
We want to improve the quality of life for people that live here. We want to improve our appeal to people who don't live here, that maybe are looking for a place to move or to visit. And we know through parks, often parks can be seen as icing on the cake, or it's not as important as keeping the pottle out of the street or keeping a police officer on the road. And I wouldn't disagree or agree with that at this point. But what we do know is that there is substantial evidence that parks have a tremendous impact to our quality of life and to our community, and we're seeing it more and more. There's a few key points that we know to be true. We know that property values of homes are positively affected. So home A and home B, which are the same square footage and the same design and whatnot, home A is closer to a park, it's going to be worth more. We know, you can see that when realtors put out their information, they often cite the location of the house to parks, to hospitals, to schools, to those quality of life components. We know that municipal revenues are increased, so that can happen directly or indirectly, directly through the rental of these park pavilions or of spaces for these events to occur, but also indirectly just into our community. When a large event takes place, those people, they shop somewhere, they're buying a gas station, they're maybe going to Luigi's for lunch or Finita's for a donut. So they're spending money in our community, and we know a tourist dollar is amongst the best you can have in a community because it comes from outside and is infused and interjected into your community. We also know that people are more mobile than they were even a generation or two ago. They're more willing to move and to move away from maybe their family roots, whether that be the millennial generation that everyone's hearing about, looking for jobs and work, and they're bringing their talents and skills, or whether it be those that are retiring. We know that those that are retiring are usually retiring with greater amounts of discretionary income, and they're willing to spend it on things they believe in. And so parks help both of those. Retaining an existing workforce, bringing in an additional workforce, and then obviously seeing usually mentors and people that you've looked up to stay in the community and retire in the community. With all of that, usually comes the purchase of homes, or second homes, or cabins, and we all know how that affects our tax base as our city and school and technical colleges go into annual operating budgets.